So today's lunch day. A pizza thing, a salad dressing, a soup, and whatever else goes with all that stuff. It's gonna be lots of fun. I'm Sam the Cooking Guy. This show is about food that's big in taste and small in effort.
Man, is that good.
Totally easy stuff anyone can make.
Look at them going already.
And everything comes from a supermarket. You take all those other cooking shows like this. You don't need them anymore. This is Sam the Cooking Guy. I think you're gonna like this. It's a meatball thing. Meatball thing. I say thing because it's not really like a pizza, it's more like a loaf. But meatball loaf sounds disgusting. So these are clearly little frozen meatballs that I like to use. You get them already made. You don't always have to make your own thing. I'm giving you license to make part of it and buy part of it. But we don't want them like this. We want them in a softer form. So you grab a bowl. This should be enough. Okay, that's good. I just need to soften them. They're already cooked. That's the beauty of these things. So I will go sort of partial power. All right, while that's happening, I'm gonna make a little cheese sauce that's gonna go on this thing. Bare feet, see that? I wear flip-flops a lot, but when I wear flip-flops, you hear it all over the kitchen, so I've decided I'm not gonna wear flip-flops. I'm gonna do this. All right, so check this out. This is basically like a little garlicky white sauce. It's gonna go on the bottom of the thing that's gonna stand in for the pizza. Some butter, that's gonna start to melt. Some garlic, just one nice clove of garlic. Freaking garlic. What a mess. Look at this. All I want is one clove, but watch what happens when I open it. It's freaking ridiculous, man. Now you take your single clove of garlic that came from the mess behind me, you get a garlic press, and you put it in the butter. Like that, okay? But I need some flour, hold on. So when you make a roux, you put in essentially the same amount of flour as you put in butter. I've got basically 2 tablespoons of butter in there, so now I've got 2 tablespoons of flour. You smell the garlic? Mm-hmm. And you see what this does? It makes this thick paste. It's called a roux. Just let it sit there and warm a bit. Remember I said pizza thing? This is what we're using. So now this, we just want to cut in half, essentially making a base for this pizza light thing. We're coming back to that. No, right here. We're coming back to that. Oh. Okay, so here's this garlic, the butter, the flour. Now get some milk. And now I'm gonna get rid of the spatula and just go with this, called a whisk, because we want to incorporate the flour, the butter, into this milk. So check this out. So here's what our meatballs are. Nice, heated, perfect. I'm gonna cut them in half because I think a full meatball on top of this thing is gonna be too much. So far we have what? We have 1 ingredient in the meatballs, 2 in the bread, 3 in this little sauce, which is really just butter, garlic, flour. I know you could count them separately. Oh, this is gonna be good. See that? See how beautiful that is? I'm gonna add a little more milk because right now, I'm gonna add a little Parmesan. Now we're gonna add a little salt, some pepper. What have we made, Michael? I'll tell you what we've made, Michael. We've made a little white sauce. That was what was gonna come out of your mouth, right?
Right, exactly.
Perfect. Oh, look at how gorgeous that is. So now we take these meatballs that we've warmed just slightly and we mix them with some pesto that we've bought from the store. Don't have to always make our own thing. And some olive oil, just to help thin it out a little bit. Okay, ready? Like this. And here's what we're gonna give this. We're gonna give this some sauce. Look at that. Does that look beautiful? You don't have to answer, it's all right. I'll answer for you. Yes, looks beautiful, Sam. Doing an amazing job. Somebody's phone's ringing. Who am I gonna yell at? Oh, it's my phone. How embarrassing. Oh, my bad. Now, we've got the sauce on here. Now we take the meatballs and we put them on. And I like doing them all face down. I just think it's gonna look better when this thing comes out. So, like, jam them up, put lots on. You know, you wanna make sure that every bite, somebody gets all the good parts, right? Last thing, mozzarella, Monterey Jack, whatever you've got. Some beautiful, nicely melting white cheese on top, like this. Huh? 15 minutes. But look how gorgeous. Look at that. Is that pretty? Like that. We get a knife. Crispy. Gorgeous. We go like that. Listen. Shh. I'm gonna get my mic really close. I have a mic right here. Is that annoying? Does that hurt? That's not good? Not good? Not good? If I talk like this, can you really hear it? Yeah. Okay, listen. Shh. Look, and when you look in here, what do you see? You see meatballs, you see some of the pesto, you see this garlicky white sauce we made, and you see that. Perfectly crispy, gorgeous bread. Oh. And, that was a near disaster. Disaster averted. So bad. Look. Oh. We're gonna make up. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Let it cool a bit. Wow, is that good? But it's lunch day. When we come back, we're making a salad dressing. And you can be, oh, Sam, the salad dressing is so boring. No, it's not. When you make your own, it's not only delicious, but it's so much better for you. You trust me, don't you? This is Sam, the cooking guy. Welcome back to Lunch Day. We started off with that ridiculously good meatball, what was it called? Thing. No, there's another loaf. Loaf. Just terrible name. I just have to point out, before we go any further, this is a window, which should be pretty obvious, but because this is not a studio, look up, look how low the ceilings are. And then see the lights over here, they can only go so high. You're gonna end up seeing some of the light reflection in the window. That's the downside of not shooting in a studio. The upside of not shooting in a studio is this is my house, and A, I don't have to go very far, and B, it's more homey, more comfortable. Like a dog's everywhere and everybody's chilling and relaxing, and that's the way it should be. All right, so this is Green Goddess. It's old school. I don't even know that, you could probably buy it, but it's something my mom makes regularly at home, and she's 92. And amazing, I might add. Green Goddess. Look what's in front of me. There's a lot of green stuff. Tarragon chives, green onions, parsley, and then the flavor profile part of this recipe is anchovy paste, garlic, sour cream. That's it. Salt and pepper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really, I mean, you're gonna go, oh, it's more than your usual Sam, but no, stop it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna deal with these guys one at a time, right? You can, if you want, hand pick the leaves off the tarragon, or you could do this. Now we need chives, like that. I'm just gonna cut them up a little bit more. I mean, I don't have to make this thing work too hard, but you do not have to do very much work by yourself, that's for sure. Save these for something else. Then some parsley, and the parsley, a little bit more of this, maybe 1/3 of a cup, like all packed into a thing. So this will just go in here. Green onions, world's greatest vegetable. Everybody knows it's my favorite. So we just cut these ends off and then into little pieces. And when we use green onions, we use the white and the light green parts only. You don't need the end parts. So one more cut here. These guys will go in. Some anchovy paste. You could use a couple anchovy fillets. They come in a little tin. You open the tin, you take 2 out. There's like 8 left. Then what the hell do you do? Or you open a tube of anchovy paste and you put a couple teaspoons in, like one. Oh, that's gross. Sorry. I don't like it. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, so a couple teaspoons of anchovy paste goes in. 1 clove of garlic that looks like this. It goes in. Juice of a lemon. And we use this. I should have left it all together. I'm making a terrible mistake here. Gosh, why did I do that? Why did I cut those ends off? I cut the ends off because there's a whole lot of nothing in there, and this was not going to fit in the thing, and now I'm struggling. And then this stupid. Okay, the garlic's in, that's in. Sour cream. Sour cream goes in. Salt and pepper. Always salt and pepper, of course. I don't have to repeat it all the time, but I like to because salt used the right way doesn't make food salty. It brings out all the natural flavors. And now in this case, I'm using this as seen on television product. Use whatever you want. We put it in. Here we go. Look at the color. It's green as promised. But look, we need something to taste it with. Hold on. Let's get one of these little artisan romaines out. Look at that gorgeous color. And it makes a lot. It makes like a solid cup of this. Then all you do is this. Oh crap, is that good? Oh my God. I won't double dip because these people will try it. I won't give them very much of it because this will become our dinner tonight. But all right, when we come back, salad, something for soup, and then soup. But what we make for soup, you're gonna be happy because you're gonna want it in your soup. Don't go away. See you in a second. This is Sam, the cooking guy. Welcome back. It's lunch day. We've done the pizza bread thing. We've done the green goddess dressing thing. That's fantastic. That I know you're looking at me going, no, I'm not making my own dressing. And you should. And I promised a soup thing, but before the soup thing, we're gonna make croutons. And now I can hear this. I buy croutons. Simple purchase off the shelf in the store. I'm just telling you, these are gonna be better. So, I'm gonna use a wok. We're doing these in a wok. We're not baking, we're gonna do them in a wok. And once again, I've said this before, a wok is just a big, deep vessel you can do anything in. So watch this. Remember, here's the top half of the loaf that I did the loaf thing on. So first, I'll just take out the inside, the soft inside, and I'm gonna just cut it, pull it, tear it into pieces about this big, okay? Think bite size. Think how you would like to use a crouton if it was in a salad or the soup that we're gonna make or for whatever. And don't think that we're ignoring the outside. I'm just starting here. And the reason we're heating the pan first is because we want to toast these guys a little bit. Uh-oh. See that? See the smoking pan? That is not what you want. No. Just take it off the heat. Stupid me. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. That's enough. So we take these guys, and now we're gonna put them in here. Okay. Now there's nothing. Nothing happens now. Nothing goes in the pan at all. Yet. Once they get toasty and start to get a little crispy, then we add to them. I need like about 5 minutes for these things to get crispy. Okay, so here's where we are. Look, there's a little bit of color on here. You can see that, right? And then, listen, they wouldn't have made that crispy sound before. They just would have been like little pillows. Little pillows falling on the cutting board. But so now that they've got a little crisp to them, a little color, a little bit of crunch, now we're gonna add the things that are give them some flavor, that will give them some flavor. So butter, a couple tablespoons of butter will go in. Oops, I dropped one. Oh, oh, get out, get out. Turn that down. And a little bit of olive oil. 1, 2. Now, of course, you have to keep them moving so the butter spreads out, the olive oil spreads around. You're trying to give them now a little moisture and a little flavor from the butter. And right, you see they're getting crispier, it's great. Right when they've got a little bit of moisture to them. Now here's what we give them. We give them some salt, some pepper, some garlic powder. A little more butter, hold on. Off the heat, back up, back up. I gotta do this really quick. Sorry. I just had this idea. Just a little parsley. Now we go like this. Tiny bit more of the oil. Empty, stupid thing. And now, Michael, come. Now look what we've got. Now we're talking. So they're almost done, right? They just need a tossing so that the garlic powder, the pepper, the parsley, and the salt all go into these things and results in a delicious, oh boy. And these, on top of the soup that's coming up next, are gonna be really happy. I'm gonna be really happy. Maybe them, not sure, for sure me. Don't go away. This is Sam the Cooking Guy. All right, so here they are. There's the croutons that we made, that I made, that are gonna be so good in this broccoli cheddar soup. Here we go. We need 2 of these. Broccoli crowns, because they're like crowns. And here's what you want. You want the florets. This is easy. This is a roasted. We're roasting them first. So I don't want them too big. And by the way, can you hear this? Not part of the recipe, but I decided, wow, wouldn't it be good if on top of the broccoli cheddar soup, along with the croutons we made, was a little sprinkle of bacon. Okay, so these guys, everybody goes in a big bowl. They get some oil, some salt and pepper. Always salt and pepper. What would life be without salt and pepper? It'd be bland is what it would be. Do you want a bland life? I don't think you do. Spread them out. 400-degree oven. 20 minutes. Onion time. Onion time and a little pot. A big pot. Onion. Like a half a medium-sized onion. This doesn't have to be perfect. Part of this is gonna get pureed, so. Onion, heat, little oil. All right, so the onions are gonna soften in this. We need some garlic. Don't move, Michael. In. Let that start to get really super fragrant. Remember the little white sauce with garlic that we made for the meatball, what was it called? Loaf thing? We're doing a similar thing here. We're making a roux. Let's put 1/3 of a cup of flour in here that I think looks like that. And now we're gonna mix this up. Remember, make that sort of thickish paste to it. I feel like I want to add a little bit of butter because it needs just a little something to help it sort of incorporate. So we'll let this butter melt. We'll do that. Meanwhile, the bacon's ready. Look, here we go. Now watch. Now you take the bacon out. It goes on a couple paper towels. How good's that look? That's good. Okay, back to this. Try and cook out the rawness of that flour. Now some milk. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He does that all the time. He hit that counter corner. So we'll go a couple cups of milk. Like here we go. 1, 2. And some cream. A cup of that. And now mix. There's really nothing to do right this minute, but let this thicken a bit on medium heat. Okay, so here, scope this, right? The base for the soup, right? Nice. You could eat this just like this. It's a nice consistency, but we're gonna add to it. And it's gonna go like this. You see some of the pieces are starting to get a little color on them. I like that. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take most of this and put it in the soup. Oh, it's hot. Wait, out. Gosh. Don't use a wet towel. That's not good. Now it needs some cheese. So we're gonna go about 1.5 cups of cheddar, sharp. And this will mix. And now here's when we're gonna decide, do we need to add more liquid to it or is it fine? Now you can see, look at how thick that is, right? Wow, it's like mud. I put way too much flour in, but that's okay, but that's the beauty of cooking and that's how you figure out what you want. So now we're gonna add like another 1/2 cup of milk. Now this is just gonna simmer for a few minutes. We're gonna season at this point with salt, some pepper. Now, okay. All right, that's doing its thing. Just now let it simmer. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we come back and then we're gonna, what's that called?
Blend it.
Blend it, thank you. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, so check this out. Beautiful, right? Coming together. But now, fingers crossed, this little wizard thing is gonna let me blend this up, and I hope my pieces of broccoli aren't too big. I trust they're not, but you know what? You never know. Come on in with me, come on. Look at, turning green, mixing. Love it. Ow, shoot. Soup, God, on my wrists and fingers, it's really freaking hot. Now we taste. We always taste, right, Michael?
Yeah.
Does it look hot?
Yeah, it looks hot.
It looks really hot. Oh my God. Right there, it's just burning the hell out of me. Oh God. That was so stupid. And my knuckles burnt from that. That's really good though. Let me just get a little tiny thing. Hold on, here we go. A little bit of soup. I'll do it like that. Okay, ready? Okay, wait. I gotta do this first. A little hot sauce. Just because we can and because I like it. Now I gotta get some, these are pretty big actually, I need some small. Look, if the bowl of soup was big, it's all about format. If the bowl of soup was big, I could use giant croutons, but I can't pull out the biggest ones because I just have those guys. Okay. A little bit of the hot sauce, some bacon, and a crouton. Crunchy? Oh my gosh. Oh boy. I've done it now. Now I've made something I'm going to eat the rest of the day, and I shouldn't. That's just cream and milk and bacon and croutons. What could be bad? It's been a good day. Lunch. Nothing went wrong. I burnt myself a couple times. Par for the course. Food's been great. Until next time, don't eat the same thing all the time. Don't eat crappy food, please. You don't have to. Too many other good things to eat. See ya. Exactly.